Alright guys, well I'm back today with another flashlight review, and as I try to figure out the very specifics of what this channel is going to be, I really like reviewing some high value flashlights from Olight. A lot of times they'll send them over to the channel, and I don't necessarily want to put them on the 704 Tactical channel, but I feel like they're still a good light and they need a review, so they're going to come over to the 704 Gear channel. If you guys have any other ideas about what you want to see on this channel, leave them in the comments below. Also, I'm going to use this as a backup channel in case anything ever happens to the 704 Tactical channel. But enough talking about that, let's take a look at the flashlight. So this is a small, almost like EDC or handheld flashlight, and where I think this really shines is something like you would put on a nightstand, because it comes with this independent charger, which we'll talk about in a minute. Something like this is small enough to just carry around all day, and when you get home from work or something, you click it on the charger and charge it up. Now the charger I want to talk about, this guy is finicky, and it's very annoying that they give you only one method to charge this guy, which is this charger, but it doesn't work. So now it's like not charging, it's green, but if you push down on it, then it's charging. So really frustrating right off the bat is that this charger does not work for this light. Actually, I tried another Olight that I'll review in the next day or two, that when you do put it on this charger, the charger works great. So it's actually not the charger's fault, it's something in the base of this light. Now, when you have the traditional blue cap chargers, the magnetic chargers, that works fine on this. So it's something with the interface between this and the charger. So when you have something like this, you have to make sure that it's on there solid, and then now it's charging. So something to note. I love the concept of this though, and the other Olight that I have on the channel mates up perfectly with this charger. So let's just assume you get a good one. It's an amazing idea and I really like it. Also, I'm sure Olight would remedy this really quickly and get it all resolved. And if you bought it from Amazon, I'm sure you could easily return it and get another one. But for me, I've got so many of these Olight chargers, I'll just plug it into something else and I use the other light with this base light charger. Not a huge deal for me, but it's kind of frustrating that, you know, that kind of slipped by their QC. Now let's talk about the modes and settings and overall purpose of a small yet very bright flashlight like this. So it's got obviously no tail cap clicky, it's just got the side clicky. So when you click it once, it goes to whatever setting you were on last. So it's got low, medium, and high. And just by holding it down, you can cycle through. And again, it remembers what you last left off. So that's a pretty cool feature. The low setting is 12 lumens, and that is good for 130 hours. The medium setting is 120 lumens, and that is good for 15 hours. And then the high setting is 500 lumens, and that is good for 210 minutes. So now, once you're in whatever setting you are, if you double click it, it goes to turbo. And the turbo is 1050 lumens, and that is for 2 minutes. Then it auto dims to 500 lumens, and that is good for 200 hours. So that is pretty cool if you decide to look out into a field or something at a far distance. This will really throw the beam, and it really lights up the back of my yard. It's about 150 yards to the woods line at the back of my house, and it lights it up really nice. So once you're there, you can actually, you know, double click it to go to the super turbo, and then you can click it again and it will go to the strobe, like a tactical strobe if you're trying to disorient somebody. Normally I don't use strobes much on a handheld flashlight, but that option is there in case you need it. The other cool option is this has the moonlight, so you just hold it down and then it turns on to the moonlight feature. And that guy right there is 0.5 lumens, and this lasts for 100 days. I love the fact that Olight includes that in this light, because I feel like this would be an amazing camp light or like a bug out light or just like an EDC light. Something that you could use in a tent at night if you wanted ambient light. You could literally turn this on as almost like a night light, set it there, and when you woke up, the light would already be on. Or if you wanted to read and not disturb a bunch of people at your campsite, that would be a good option as well. So this is a really nice option that Olight includes on their flashlights. Then again, you have all of the standard modes, double click to turbo, and a triple click to go to the strobe. So overall, a very nice handheld light. And the cool thing about this guy is we talked about a lot of the specs and features, but I didn't tell you about the waterproof rating. This is IPX8 waterproof rating down to 2 meters, and it's got 188 meter throw. So a very, very capable light, and a very small palm of your hands kind of flashlight that can easily fit in your pocket with this clip, or take that clip off. If you it kind of gets cumbersome sometimes if you're carrying in a pack or something, you can always take that clip off. But overall, I really like the light, but I'm incredibly disappointed that the interface between the light and the charger, you know, you see what I'm saying? It kind of skips on off, so you really have to press down on this particular one, you know what I'm saying, and just get it just right for it to start charging. So I don't know, that's very frustrating. Again, I'm going to switch the other light that I'm going to review and use this charger, and then use the tail cap for this one. So I'm sure it's something you could get remedied, but I would like to see something like that ironed out before, you know, this gets into the hands of a lot of people and you start having problems with something like that. But I hope this gives you another high value option for your light. And speaking of that high value, the price point is $80. So it's not cheap, but you get a lot of features and you get a lot of cool options with this light for that price point. Now, I think you can use the coupon code Olight10. I'll add all of that in the description below from their direct store, and you can probably get it for about $70. So take a look at that if you're interested in this light. I'll keep you guys updated on how they perform. And speaking of performance, this is the Olight, the PL Mini Valkyrie. I've been keeping this on a lot of my smaller compact weapons, and it is performing great, and it is holding up really well. Now, something like this does not work with this charger at all. It just kind of flops around. So some of the chargers are interchangeable and some of them aren't. Something to note, but an update on this guy, it's doing really good. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.